It's time to recap the latest news of the week. What are the 5 stories every millennial needs to know? I'm Pam Rances, and here are 5 things from the week. Duterte is sworn in as the Philippines' 16th president. Change in the form of Rodrigo Duterte finally came. The tough-talking victor of the 2016 elections finally assumed the highest seat in the Philippine government last Thursday. But Duterte, who earned a reputation as a rule breaker after ditching his proclamation in Manila, broke other inaugural traditions to avoid traffic inconveniences. Instead of having sworn in at the Quirino Grandstand, Duterte took his oath as the country's 16th president in Malacanang. He also staged his inaugural event in the palace without Robredo. Traditionally, the inauguration of the president and the vice president is done in one occasion. Lastly, his inauguration was the simplest one in recent history. With Duterte's unorthodox way of leadership, change is not only coming to the palace but also to the country. Meanwhile, Vice President Leni Robredo, who is clearly an outcast of the current administration, swore as the country's 14th Vice President at the Quezon City Executive House. When we let love in, June is considered worldwide as Pride Month. Clad in vibrant outfits that resemble the colors of the rainbow, members and supporters of the LGBT community gathered to advance their campaign to combat stereotypes and be recognized in the 22nd Metro Manila Pride March last June 25. The participants urged those inside and outside the LGBT community to let love into their homes and the whole country and called on for the passage of anti-discrimination bill and other laws protecting the LGBT. The Metro Manila Pride March, which started in 1994, is the longest-running Pride March in Asia. Fans celebrate the old and the new. Fans of pop music did not need alcohol or drugs to get artificially high as they had a wonderful time dancing to the beats of iconic pop songs. Even the rain did not stop over 26,000 fans from celebrating the evolution of contemporary pop music during the MTV Music Evolution Manila 2016 last June 24. Fans from different ages were energized by the lively performance of the father and son duo of Gary and Gab Valenciano, while the millennials were swooned by the phenomenal love team of Nadine Lustre and James Reid. Grammy-nominated pop band One Republic also delivered an amazing performance of their hit songs Apologize and Counting Stars. Completing the roster of artists who kept the audience's high spirits were American singer-songwriter BB Rexa, LA-grown EDM trio Far East Movement, and K-pop idols A-Pink. Mamba back in Manila, Los Angeles Lakers legend Kobe Bryant made another visit to our basketball-loving country over the weekend, this time for Nike's Mamba Mentality Tour. Filipino hoops enthusiasts paid tribute to Bryant, honoring him with a banner inside the Big Dome. Despite being a retired NBA star, the Black Mamba trained promising ballers in the Kobe Academy. He also shared to his Filipino fans his approach that propelled him to be one of the greatest players in the world, the Mamba mentality. During his second and last day in Manila, the 5-time NBA champion launched a limited edition of his signature Nike shoes. It was Bryant's first visit in the country since he ended his glorious 20-year basketball career last April. Spoiler alert! Explosive Game of Thrones finale. From Hodor holding the door to the tragedies and revelations of the Winds of Winter, Season 6 was dubbed by the fans as the most intense and best season of Game of Thrones. The finale began on an ominous note with Marjorie, Loras, the High Sparrow, and almost all of the nobles in King's Landing barbecued by the wildfire. Cersei became the new queen, succeeding the Iron Throne from her son Tommen, who plunged to his death after the tragedy. But the highlight of the show was Season 6's biggest reveal, which confirmed the fan theories that Jon Snow, the new king in the north, is a true Stark. He is Lyanna Stark's son and Ned's nephew. The episode ended with Daenerys and her fleet sailing to Westeros ready to reclaim the throne. The real Game of Thrones has just begun, and the fans have to wait for another year for Season 7. Stay on track with the latest news and updates. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram for current stories. For MB Social, I'm Pam Rances.